fancy seeing you here. What is my video? Oh yes! Welcome back to another Baldy Man Diaries, and today I will be talking about mental health and the effect it's going to have on people even more now. Now we're obviously in isolation. Isolation even. Excuse me, mate, you insulation? Yeah, just put me in a wall like, yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about sometimes. I just do it anyway. Yeah, it's mental health. I mean, like I said to you in other videos, I do suffer from it. So I'm not making fun of it or anything. I just because I've suffered for a long time. So you know, sometimes you have to make you have to laugh about it sometimes. Obviously the right way. that's not good. People think you're mental. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, just saying mental health at the moment, and make sure that if you have any like relatives, you know, mum, dads, uncles, granddads, you know, nans, friends, family, whatever, you know, just make sure you keep in contact with them if they do suffer from mental health, because obviously, as I suffer from it, so I know sometimes when you're on your own and all you basically living in your brain, you know, you just think about everything all the time, and you're just thinking and things go over your mind. Sometimes it's nice to be, you know, taken away from that. Just even someone talking to you, sometimes you can try and forget anyway. So yeah, if you've got anyone like that, you know, if they've got phones, and obviously, you know, video call, obviously, because, you know, lockdown and everything at the moment's going on, video call them. Obviously I know some people are quite old school, so they might not have phones or mobile phones, but it's call them on a house phone, you know, do that, or even text them, just, you know, something, as long as they got, you know, if they got a phone. I know sometimes it's difficult to give some of the old generation a phone, because my dad was the same. He didn't even know how to text on him. He just about, you know, turned it on. So I know it's not easy. But yeah, I mean, and maybe when this is all over, probably go and just buy my phone and give it to them, just because, you know, if anything happens again, then, you know, they can, you know, they'll be okay and stuff. Anyway, but like I say, just try and get in contact with them somehow, and just make sure they're okay, make sure they're not alone, and just talk to them, listen to them. I mean, I know sometimes people with mental health problems, it's difficult to listen to, and it's, you know, you just think, oh, but you can't be impatient with people like that. You just got to listen and let them, and then try and help. They might always not take your help and your advice. Some might soak in, some might not. But, you know, just the best thing to do is just, like I say, sit there, listen, help them out, and just let them know you're there for them. And obviously, if you suffer from mental health yourself, and you find if it's difficult, then it's always good to talk to people. I mean, I know sometimes, I felt in the past like I've been in a room with like 10 people, but still feel alone, because when you got mental problems, you can't run away from that. You can't just, like, you know, if you've got a problem with someone, you can't just walk away and go. Wherever you go, it's there with you. So it's a very difficult thing, and not everybody always understands mental health. Some people get angry with you and they get annoyed, and I say, well, you know, grow up, or man up is one I hate, and it's not always that easy. So yeah, as I say, you know, talk to people the best you can. Try and keep yourself busy. I mean, I'm keeping myself busy at the moment. You know, I'm doing loads of cleaning. I'm just basically trying, you know, if anything needs doing in the house, I'm doing it. Actually, if you've got a computer, it doesn't matter what computer you've got, whether it's like an Atari back in the day, or it's a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox, play on that, because that does help you, because you can escape, and it keeps you active, it keeps your brain active, and you obviously do stuff with your hands and stuff like that, so you're doing all bits and pieces. So gaming, you know, anything like that, you know, board games, or what, you know, try and get into your hobby, whatever you enjoy, you know, try and do that as well. I mean, whatever, if you're going to take your mind off, like I say, it's not easy with mental health, and like I say, I've repeated myself 1,000 times. You know, I've suffered from it, and, you know, sometimes getting up every day can be an absolute challenge, and it's just, it can be really hard. Some days you don't want to get up. I mean, I know at the moment, because we can't go, or people aren't going out, then obviously, you know, you could just sleep and sleep, because what else, you know, unless you've got something to do, something to keep you active, then, you know, obviously you're going to find it difficult. I mean, I find it difficult. I'm usually out and about every day doing something, you know, whether it's the kids, or taking them out to school, or me. I mean, one of my passions is I love to go to charity shops, and I pick up games from charity shops, like computer games and DVDs and whatever. And I've missed just going out and doing that. I mean, it's madness, I know. But yeah, I've missed doing that, and it can take a strain on you. And I mean, I've felt it myself a few times actually, where I've slept more longer than I should have done, and then when somebody is with me, I don't know if it's just you or me, but when I sleep longer than I should, I actually feel worse, and it doesn't actually, and it has an impact on the rest of the day. And I just like, But if you can try and like go to bed early, I know it's difficult, because again, I sometimes struggle to go to sleep, because my brain sometimes doesn't switch off. So I'm like always thinking about something, just thinking about silly things like this, or whether it's, you know, anything really, or worries. You know, obviously we've got worries at the moment with, like, you know, money, you know, jobs, food, especially food. The big one, toilet paper. Since everyone seems to have gone mad over that. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it can take one thing to make you topple, and then you think, oh. Or sometimes you can take a few things and you think, oh, what am I doing? What's the point? But there is a point to everything, and it won't be forever. I mean, eventually the cases of this virus, they will slow down, and if things will try to go back to normal, it'll take a while. But you guys got to get positive. And like I say, try and find things to do. The best you can. Even like I say, try and something you've never done before. Try that. So I just said, I just think to myself, that's what sometimes you have to do. And like I say, it's not easy. It really isn't. And it's not always easy talking to people about it either, because you feel like sometimes you're getting judged and that. But don't always talk to, like I say, talk to people best you can. That's the best thing to do. And like I say, find hobbies. Try and keep yourself busy. Try and get yourself entertained. Even if you're watching like a TV series, or play a computer like I do, or watching DVDs or whatever. Just and then try and make a schedule for yourself, like a planned day. So if you go to bed at 10 or 11, try and get up at about 7 or 8 or whatever. Then just have a plan for everything you do during the day. And then obviously then that'll give you something to do, and then it give you a kind of a purpose. Because sometimes you need a purpose as well. It's not just it's a purpose you need. And like I said, I'm always here in this channel. So if you ever need to contact, you just contact me. You message me, or you leave me a comment, and I'll see no way to message me if you can't message through YouTube. I'm not sure how it always works yet. But honestly, if you need to talk, just message me, and I'll listen honestly. And I hope I talk to you if anything you need, or if I can help you with, you're not sure about, then you just obviously I'll do that for you. But yeah, I hope this video's helped, and I might do another one just to in case there's anything I've forgotten. It probably is. But yeah, so like I say, obviously just keep safe, keep physically and mentally safe as well, and never think like you're on your own, and never feel like there's no one else there, because there always is someone, and there's always someone that loves you, and there's always someone that cares for you. Or you think not at the time, there always is someone there for you, and sometimes your life does have a meaning to people. Sometimes you think it does, and it does, honestly. Anyway, Baldy man, peace out.